Hello everybody, hey, hi, how you doing? Jay McCain here, coming to you with my extra week coffee for another coffee from Tcapistan. Today we are going back to Ocean County. And who's that handsome devil? All blurry in the background. We'll see. Let's get to the good stuff, shall we?
In an AOL gay chat room, calling himself Hi Buddy, What's Up, he tells the decoy, who's pretending to be a 14-year-old boy, that he's horny. Then the 46-year-old says,
My headphones
I
are
want to
plugged
be
in.
top.
Oh,
Hi buddy, what's
okay.
up?
You want to do it raw?
Raw?
No rubber. Alright folks, that's better. Have my headphones plugged in so I can hear now.
Yes.
What's that?
No rubber.
I was supposed to bear left at
now he's here, beer in
I
hand,
stopped.
asking
I
the
missed
decoy
it.
several times to put it in the refrigerator.
You can put that in the fridge.
Yeah, I'll put it in a little bit.
All right. I'll relax.
I'm just a little nervous.
I'm
that's all.
nervous too. That's all right. My excuse to come here, I went to Atlantic City.
I don't know. What do you
Put that
want
in the
to do?
refrigerator.
Such a good excuse too. My excuse for coming here is I went to go gamble.
I don't know. We'll just chill out.
That's it.
All right. We'll see what happens.
I'm just nervous. You know.
That's all right. You could put that in the refrigerator anytime.
Okay, I'm gonna be. I'll
Don't
be right
get drunk with that.
back. I won't.
All right.
So why'd you need the cover story to go to Atlantic City?
I'll see my brother. Yeah.
Yeah, but who did you have to give that to as a cover story?
No, my brother is home. My other brother.
Right.
And I said, I got to go to Atlantic City.
But instead you came here.
I stopped by to go there.
So you like to gamble.
Yeah, I love to gamble.
You took a little bit of a gamble coming in here tonight.
No, I just
That was one of the all-time great Chris Hansen lines there. You took a little bit of a gamble coming here tonight, didn't you?
stopped by.
But you said you were nervous when you came in. Why were you so
Yeah,
nervous?
because I was going to Atlantic City and it was dark, and I not usually drive at dark at nighttime.
So the nighttime makes you nervous.
Yeah, driving. I'm not a driver at night.
And what
because
about visiting a
Chris is on a tear here. It's awesome. He's just in peak form, peak fashion, and for whatever reason, standing in front of a bunch of wizard orbs, which is just lovely. Whatever those glowing orbs are, I love them.
a boy who's home alone? Does that make
I
you
need more
nervous?
orbs in
Well,
my
yeah.
home.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
I just wanted to just say hi. It
Just
was
to say
nothing.
hi
Yeah,
and drop off a package.
yeah. I had beer.
Have you been drinking tonight?
No, not at all. You can smell my breath. Not at all.
It's okay, I don't need to do that. He tells me several times he thought the boy was 18.
God, I wish I knew what Anthony Palumbo's breath smelled like. I want that as a candle, a scented candle. That would be awesome. Just spelled breath. B-R-E-F-F.
But in the chat log, the decoy tells him 2 different times that he's 14. How old are you?
39,
39. You said you were 35 online.
35, 39.
We find out later he's actually 46. He says he's unemployed and spends his time caring for his ailing mother. Then he tries to explain away his graphic sexual chat. You asked him in your chat if he was top or bottom. What does that mean?
Did I ask that? I don't
Right there,
remember
yeah.
that.
Are you top or bottom?
He takes
I'm
a
horny, you said.
closer look at the chat log. Did I say that? I don't remember.
I was just fooling around.
Well, if you're just fooling around, then why were you so concerned about knowing whether or not he was a cop?
Just joking.
Just joking. So what made you decide to come over here and meet a teenage boy after this sexually explicit conversation?
I thought it was like I wanted to hang out with someone, like a friend. Like I thought he was like 18, something like that. It wasn't. I'm not gay or anything. I'm just saying.
Well, this isn't about gay
No,
or
I'm
straight.
just saying. I'm straight. I'm
Nobody
just
cares
saying.
what adults do.
No, I'm
you know?
just saying.
But when you involve somebody who's 14, that's when
I
it
thought
becomes an
he's
issue.
18.
How old are you, you ask? 14. I told you that already. You say K, meaning okay.
I wasn't gonna
But
do
why
it.
do that? What's the motive here?
It's,
Explain it to me. I don't
no,
understand
you're
it.
right. No, you're right. It's stupid.
It's,
no,
it's an
no.
illegal thing.
Yeah, I know. I did a stupid thing.
Do you ever watch much television?
Sometimes, once in a while, not so much of a TV person.
Well, I'm Chris Hansen, and I work for Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on
I find that so hard to believe.
adults
That Palumbo doesn't watch a bunch of TV.
who try to meet kids online.
You'd think Palumbo would watch Columbo at least.
You'd
I
like to
wouldn't
hear-
want to be, oh boy.
You can walk right out the door you came in.
Okay.
He quickly leaves the house and is startled by the police.
We just asked for a make of the vehicle. He says, I don't have a car today. It's a surprise.
The next potential predator arriving at our
I don't have a car today. It's a surprise, and he shows up in a white panel van. Dear God, this is the classic.
Have a car today. It's a surprise.
The next potential predator arriving at our house in Ocean County, New Jersey, is telling the truth when he says he doesn't have a car. Today, instead, he's in a catering van. Police say he stole it this morning.
He stole a van to show up to a sting house? Oh my God.
That's our target in the white van.
He's here for sex with a 13-year-old. Casey, our decoy,
This guy is legitimately scary.
tries to wave him in,
He did wave back to the decoy.
but he drives away.
Well,
Something he
bye-bye.
saw scared him, and he took off and was traveling the wrong way on a one-way and riding on the shoulder trying to get away.
But he doesn't get far. Police arrest 32-year-old Savio Noronha down the road. Lieutenant Mike Neville of the Ocean County Prosecutor's Office gets a call the next day from a New York City police officer about the van Noronha was driving.
They had a stolen report on that particular vehicle, and it turns out that he, I don't know if it was a
Eagles fan. Checks out.
former employer, but he had access to the vehicle keys and took the vehicle for himself to come down here and meet the child.
Our investigation in the Garden State is turning out to be a busy one.
Oh yeah, red, white, blue. Old glory headband there.
We're about to have two men in the house at the same time.
We have a lot of guys that should be here very soon.
Here comes 29-year-old Jeremy Keister. He's driven an hour and 40 minutes to get here.
Keister,
Casey, our
really?
decoy, waves him in.
He pulled up, his lights turned off, so I figured he was getting out. Hey, Jeremy! And then his lights turned back on, so I wasn't sure if he was going to leave or not. And then he came around the corner.
He sets his car alarm and then heads straight for the side door.
How was your drive? It was all right. Oh, that's good. That's pretty far you came, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Online, using his own name as his screen name, Jeremy
Nice.
Keister
Always a good move when you're doing crimes.
makes a date for sex with a girl he thinks is 13. He clearly admits he knows what he's doing is wrong.
So you want to have sex?
Yeah. You?
Only if you do.
Yeah.
I do not force that.
You don't seem like you would.
It is wrong enough for me to have sex with a 13-year-old.
He was nervous that something was going on because when he walked in the house, he walked in and froze. He stood there. He wouldn't go any further. I made you some brownies. You want some?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Why not?
No, I don't want your brownies.
No. I don't think I should be here.
Why? Ron, no one's home with me.
What's that?
Jeremy, could you come over here for a minute? I'd like to talk to you, please. Do me a favor.
No one's home with me, she says as Chris Hansen is standing directly behind her.
Take your hands out of your pockets for a minute. Come on over and have a seat. Been a long ride, huh?
Yes, it was.
Please sit down. What was your plan tonight?
Nothing, just to hang out.
Hang out with who?
With
Uh,
who?
just a nice girl.
And how old is that nice girl?
She's 13.
29-year-old Keister tells me he's a luxury car salesman. Then as I start to read some of his chat log, he suddenly interrupts me.
Too bad you're not older. Not legal for being with a guy.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to tell me. I know who you are. So.
You know who I am.
Yes.
Who am I?
You should be Chris Hansen.
Boom! Nailed it. Boom, bow, wow, 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 wow. Chris is gonna be happy about that one. He knows who I am. This guy can go free. Excuse me, cops. This one goes free. He knew my name. I'm like a powerful genie. If you speak my true name, you have power over me.
I am. So you've seen the show before.
I have seen your show.
So even after seeing the show, you still chose to come over here.
I did. I mean,
And what were you expecting here tonight?
no, we really just chat, and
Did you think at all that maybe you're walking into a to catch a predator investigation?
I was
I was
very
hoping
hesitant
not.
on things, yes.
But he didn't seem hesitant when he was chatting online with a girl posing as a 13-year-old.
You asked her if she had sex with her old boyfriend. Did it hurt?
Mm-hmm.
Did you bleed?
Mm-hmm.
What is your bra size?
Mm-hmm.
While Keister has been answering questions inside, we get word that another man is only blocks away.
Red Nissan Frontier pickup truck heading north to our location.
Casey gets ready to wave him in. He's 43-year-old Michael Murray. Online, he sent naked pictures of himself to a girl posing as a 13-year-old. Later, he asks the decoy if she wants to have sex with him, but he wants it to be her decision.
Frag gives the okay, come let him in. Hey! He had his McDonald's bag. He was all excited.
Nice
Came
Letterman
walking
jacket,
in.
bro.
Hey, why don't you come in over here? We're having a little conversation.
That's him trying to age down.
Please join us.
Oh, yes. I love when they show up at the same time.
What did I do wrong?
Just come here. We'll chat for a minute. Come on in.
No, I'm leaving.
I'd like to talk to you
About what?
about a couple things.
Couple
I'm leaving.
things.
I'm sorry. I didn't know what was going on.
Why don't you explain that to me?
Nothing.
After the 43-year-old makes a quick exit,
Get down on the ground. Get down on the ground.
police arrest him and try to keep him quiet.
What do you need? Get up. Get in here.
But Murray cannot seem to stop crying.
Keep quiet. I can't. I gotta get the truck back.
Back inside,
I gotta get the
Keister
truck
knows
back.
what has just happened
I stole it from a catering company.
outside and is getting worried.
I know it's in store for me outside that door. Correct?
Well, that's not up to me.
Well, I've seen the show.
You know, obviously, who I am.
I
I'm
do.
Chris Hansen, Dateline NBC.
I do.
As Keister prepares to leave, he seems to find one thing good about his predicament.
It's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
He gets up and heads out the door, right into the arms of police waiting outside.
Police, get down. Get down. Get down. Down the ground.
Stay tuned as the parade of potential predators continues.
Nice alliteration. The parade of potential predators. And that gave me a hiccup.
From men in their early 20s
Now I'm going to be branded as a loser for the rest of my life.
You're gonna be branded worse than that.
to this man in his golden years.
What's a 60-year-old guy doing this? It's to some extent entertainment.
Entertainment.
Sexual entertainment.
Sexual entertainment.
Well, that was a fun segment. That had a lot. It's got Anthony Palumbo. It's got a stolen car. It's got McDonald's. It's got two guys at the same time. It's got a guy that recognizes Chris Hansen. That's some peak TCAP right there. You love to see it. On that note, if you've made it this far, I want to ask you, please, sir. Whoops. Please, sir. Consider liking and subscribing. If you like what I do, like. If you want to keep seeing what I do, subscribe. And go ahead and leave a comment. I read those throughout my workday, and it makes me happy to see the comments. I read them on my break time, and it makes me happy. Except for the deranged stuff, but there's always going to be weirdos when you're dealing with YouTube. So, on that note, I've been Jay McCain. Mind, body, spirit, harmonious resonance. Be where your feet are, and of course, as always, stay water, my friends.